G'day everyone and welcome to the premiere of Derivative Closings. I'm Patterson. Now all Derivative Closings are for 30 years of State of Origin as celebration. 2010 Derivative from Nine's Wide World Sports, and here we go.
The thing I liked about Barry was, if there was a blue on, he just let it run its course, and all right boys, you got that out of your system, let's go and play some footy.
Before the game, he'd say, well, any fights and you'd be off, but when they fed the scrum, he just looked away and it was, do your best.
Oh, the thing that gets me off.
Oh, cheat. A lovely bloke.
The thing that gets me, year in, year out, I mean, there's always Origin talk about Barry Gomersall, and blokes come up and they point the finger and say he was a cheat. There was a couple of referees, they put Barry Gomersall to shame on the football field, including one bloke, fair dinkum, and I used to refer to him as Marcel Marceau. You'd go out onto the field and you'd be giving him a gobful and be going, are you still going to say? What are you saying? There's nothing coming out of your mouth. Oh, you imposter. Fair dinkum. Barry probably had one or two decisions that were a little bit wobbly. The Queensland blokes admit that, but you know, I think it's about time some of the other blokes put their hand up and say, yeah, well, perhaps New South Wales got a few as well.
By nature, some people just don't hit it off. People like raging bulls and referees.
No love lost there. Gordon used to give him a gobful. Bill gave as good as he got.
He's off. He's off. You are off.
Now in that game, Gordy Tallis thought there was two knock-ons, alleged knock-ons, and a lot of people think the same. A lot of people say no, there wasn't, especially if you're from the New South Wales point of view and so on.
And that's what makes me disappointed, where someone's incompetence can lose 17 blokes trying their hardest.
Don't talk to me. Just go. Just go.
That part of it, when he was saying a few things on the run down the field, I can wear that. But as soon as he said you were an effing cheat, then see you later. Cross the line.
I think Bill should have been the man and just copped it swag and said, listen mate, zip it, you know, and not send him off. But Bill had to have, he's always got to have the last say. Bill.
No question, 21 State of Origin games, Bill Harrigan's been the best referee of Origin.
With that cleared up, let's get to this final group of Origin aristocrats, the super coaches. What an extreme range of personalities. Larrikins, knockabouts, introverted infernos, and magical motivators. How they transform human beings to supermen.
The role of the coach in Origin, it's hard to define. I mean, it is about the players, there's no doubt about that, but coaches have a significant role in helping players reach those heights and live out their dreams at this level.
The approach? Once again, it all depends on the coach. And their infamous camps have sported everything from booze to bucking broncos.
Being an Origin coach to me was nearly the highlight of my life. The players you've got in front of you, no matter if they're top class, lower class, middle class, you've got to believe they can do the job. And if you believe in them, then they'll believe in you and they'll just get the job done.
For me, being a State of Origin coach was one of the most frustrating periods of my life. I didn't have enough coaching experience, I think, to handle that quite comfortably.
You certainly have to win together, there's no doubt about that, but I think sometimes when you lose, you pay a greater price than anybody else because you're so emotionally involved with every one of those players and that outcome. As a player, you can be in a losing team and play really well and get some satisfaction out of that. You know, as a coach, there's no satisfaction in Origin in particular, but we're part of a losing team.
But when you lose your first 4 matches and you keep going, keep striving, and eventually become one of the greats, there's satisfaction in that, my friend. At day's end, this is Origin. Perseverance beyond what can be taught or trained. 30 years, an age.
Goes going through. Now the grandstand touchline.
Time enough for sons to follow in giant footsteps.
Eric Grove Jr. streaking away. That would be his first Origin try. And not the first time we've heard Grove streaking away for New South Wales.
Time for battles to be won and lost, then won again.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh,
tempest is created and blown to smithereens.
Blues slow to get back into the line. Oh! Intercepted by Michael! They can't take that off him!
Even today, with Queensland at its most dominant, more people than ever before are absorbed by the contest, the thrill of the kill. Just 3 games a year, and every year we're left wanting more. Origin is, after all, the ultimate.
Fans get it from the players, and then the fans drive it a fair bit up to that point, but the players are the ones that hold it. And when they don't play with it, then everybody says, oh, it's just another game of football. It's not another game of football. It's state versus state. It's real, and it's about being the best.
And that's it for tonight's DVD Closings. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time for DVD Closings, and it's on Patterson NRL. Good night, everyone.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.